What's up, everybody out there? This is Aaron here on Wrath 2501, here with another deck profile. Now, I've done others. I don't know if you have seen those, but you might want to check them out. But here's a new one you might want to check out, which are the Gladiator Beast deck. Now, it may not seem how people think it can work with Link summoning, how the new ruling is right now, but here's the difference between me of what I think of why it can work and so many combos I have discovered that possibly you can do with this deck. Now, of course, yeah, people just don't like this deck anymore. They just don't want to play it anymore because they just depend on the main decks. Even though Spyro's got hit, people still play Spyro. People still, now they play Draco Monarch. There are others still playing the Dinosaur deck. People still playing, I just have no idea, but there are just a lot of decks I know that are still that broken, and really I just don't care about that because I am not a broken player. I just like playing for fun. So here we go, and I'll show you in a bit about what I mean by how Gladiators can pretty much do a lot of combos with the Link form. So further ado, here we go. We'll start off with the monsters. 1, 2, 3 Gladiator Beast Bestiaries. Pretty much that's your MST when they're special summoned. 1, 2, 3 Gladiator Beast Laquari. Just an 18, but when it's special summoned, as people should know how Gladiator Beast works, when they get tagged out, Laquari, that becomes a 21. Not an 18 when it's just special summoned. 1, 2 Gladiator Beast Darius. Pretty much when special summoned, your monster reborn to bring back one Gladiator Beast back, except the effects negated. Not that much, it's pretty good still. 17, not bad. 1, 2 Gladiator Beast Equesti. Pretty much your effect of Quest is pretty much bring back anything that's called Gladiator Beast from the graveyard back to your hand, or pretty much the War Chariot, which people always intend to do, especially me. So 2 Equesti. Now the thing with 1 Ramello, 1 Retiari. Ramello, the 1 special summon, pop a monster. Retiari, 1 special summon, remove a card from your opponent's graveyard. Now I only use 1 because, yeah, they're low attackers, but their effects are so good. So that's the Gladiator Beast. Now for the non-Gladiator Beast monsters, 1, 2 Thunder King Riles. I just like using them. Of course, you're going to stop your opponent from special summoning, or just when you want to get rid of this card and stop their special summoning, and they're destroyed and just thrown back into the game. And it's a 19 attacker, as you can see right here. Pretty much everyone knows what Thunder King Rile does, and it's pretty good. And last but not least, 1, 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Raptor. Pretty much, as usual, how people like to use it, it is your, as you can say, yeah, just throw it away. Stop any effect. It is a tuner, but most people just like to play the effect, which is just throw it away and stop a artifact of a monster. Now that's the monsters. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go with the spells right here. 3 Gladiator Proving Ground. You're reinforcing the army to get any Gladiator Beast to your hand. 1, 2 Formation Tanky. Another, except it's only for a beast. Let me see, where are you? Oh, Beast Warrior. So particularly you can get Darius or Laquari. Not a bad effect, because then after all effects, let me rephrase that, all Beast Warriors gain 100 attack more. So Laquari, when you special summon, if it's 21, it becomes 22. Darius will become an 18. And of course, the big one right here, which I'll show you in a bit, the Heraclenos. It's a 3000 attacker. It's a warrior beast warrior as well. And of course, yeah, it will become 31. Decent effect, just another way to get beast warriors to your hand. And last but not least, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole. Pretty much Raigeki, Dark Hole, staples to any deck, and Book of Moon is just another cool spell card to do when you're gonna put monsters face down for at least 1 turn, or whatever you can do to make sure you don't get hit by any monster, which might be a huge monster. And hopefully you don't lose any life points or get damaged by so much where particularly you could lose the duel. Now, okay, traps. Staple for a Gladiator Beast deck. 1, 2, 3. Gladiator Beast, War Chariot. The best trap card for a Gladiator Beast. As you can see right here, people should know this already, but if not, I'll just read it. When an effect monster is activated and if you control a Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation and destroy it. So fun to do. So like again, just the questing, and if you already use War Chariot, when this is special summon, you can get anything, even the War Chariot, and just set it back face down. So it's like you can keep on using it over and over again. And there's 3 right here, so you have a perfect spot of using that many. Maybe using maybe 6 of them, 7 of them, just depends how many you bring back, and you must have at least a Gladiator on the field. 1 or more, doesn't matter as long as a Gladiator Beast is on the field. 1, 2, 3, Wabaku. Now the reason I say this, and of course, again, I keep on saying this, but that's just the way the deck goes. Everybody must know. When gladiators are attacked or are going to attack, and you hit a monster, do battle damage, whatever, all of them, of course, pretty much, all gladiators, they don't go to the graveyard, they get sent back to the deck, special summon 1 out. So it's particularly called tag out. So Equesting, go back to the deck, summon anything else besides Equesting, any other Gladiator Beast. The only difference is pretty much the Darius step that just brings back 1 from the graveyard. And of course the regular Equesting, like I just said, get any Gladiator Beast card. So it doesn't have to be War Chariot. It could just be you want a Gladiator Beast monster back to your hand. So therefore, okay, 3 War Chariot, 3 Wabaku, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Stormy Mirror Force, 1 Quaking Mirror Force, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, and of course right here, of course, everyone loves to use 3 Solemn Strikes. Now this is a 40 card deck. Be my guest if you want to try this. Maybe 41, 42, whatever your choice is. But me, I use 40. Now for the fusions. 1, 2, 3 Gladiator Beast Gazars. Particularly your main one to pop cards on the field. Pop 2. As soon as they're attacked or tagged out, pretty much put it away. Now to make this, you must use exactly right here Bestiary and any other Gladiator Beast. So this is popped. As soon as you bring this back to the graveyard, back to your extra deck, bring back any 2 except Bestiary. 1, 2 Heraclenos. To make this, you must use 3 Gladiator Beasts, and one of them must be the Quarry. Now this one here, it does not go back. Of course, all this doesn't have to use polymerization. You don't use polymerization with this deck to make these monsters. But Heraclenos effect, yeah, 3000 attack. If you wish to negate a magic or trap, you must throw away a Gladiator Beast from your hand to the graveyard, just to keep this alive. And most time you do want to, but it's okay if you just throw whatever, because again, the effect of the questing, put it back to your hand, or as everyone loves to do in Gladiator Beast, Darius, bring back 1. So really it's not that much of a big deal. And you want to keep your high monsters, which is pretty much right here. Your Heraclinos 3000. I don't use this one, but I just have it because it's Gladiator, Gladiator Beast, Nerokaios, Q's, whatever. I really don't know how to say that name, but I'll just say it that way. And one Gladiator Beast, Essia Dari. Of course, to make this one, I don't pay attention a lot to it, but you must see 3 Gladiator Beasts, doesn't matter. And of course, the Essia Dari. Just bring back, it doesn't have an effect, it's just use 2. That's all you gotta use. All of them right here, no polymerization, just whatever the cost is to make them. I do not exceed with this deck, but I do use also a couple of links. Now, of course, everyone will want to use Decode Talker. Of course. So yeah, just make these, which I'll just show what I mean by combos with this deck. So 1 Decode Talker, 1 Telepokic Bomber Dragon. Wow, okay, I'll show you what I mean by this. One of the Topologic Bomber Dragon. I really don't know how to say it that way, but of course, one of these big ones right here that are pretty good. And one card that came out is the Trigate Wizard. To make these, all you need is 2 monsters of any effects. So this is what I mean by these card effects. Now I'll show you what I mean. To make a Zaris, of course, let's just say Bestiari and Darius you have on the field. You just summon these. So yeah, you're gonna put these back to your hand, put this back to the deck because you're gonna make Gazaris. Now Gazaris, of course, in infusion you must have it right here. Now let's say okay, attack. You're just gonna tag out, bring back any 2 except Bestiari. So let's just say, pretty much you want to pop a monster. Let's just say just these special ones right here, just these 2. Pop a monster, remove a monster or any card. Now let's just say, okay, you just need 2 effect monsters. Put them to the graveyard. And there you go, right here. Decode Talker. Now of course, you just got rid of those, but you have ways of just getting them back by Equesti or Darius. Now, okay. This one right here, the one I got right here. Topologic Bomber Dragon. Same thing, all you need is 2. So same thing. Bring it out. The arrows right here point your opponent has 1, but you have 3. 3,000 attacker. These are pretty much dang good. Plus the effect. If another monster is special summoned to a link monster points 2, whichever you have, so again, you have more spots right here to play your Heraclinos, whatever, and you got 3 spots. You don't have a Decode Talker, which is just 2. As you can see, the arrows, it's 1, 2. No, this one is 3. And it's the same requirement just as Decode Talker. You need 2 monster effect monsters. As you can see, yeah, when this monster is on the field, destroy all monsters in the main monster zones. Also, your other monsters cannot attack for this turn. After damage calculation, if this card attacked an opponent's monster, inflict damage opponent equal to the monster's original attack. Dang, this one is dang good, and it's so easy to make. That's why I say the Gladiators can work. So yeah, you brought out Darius. The effects are negated. So what then? You don't want to use them? Just link them to make Decode Talker, the Tropic Bomber Dragon, or this one right here, the new one, Trigate Wizard. Now of course, yeah, link. Fine then, just use your Bomber Dragon right here. It must be linked, so you want to link it particularly, because you have special ways of linking them. Now the Trigate Wizard, there you go. You got 1, 2, and you got a link. And the effects of this one, which is pretty much broken to me. Okay, 2 monsters accept tokens. Who cares about the tokens effect? Just use 2 monsters. So, 2 monsters. The effect of this, which is pretty much broken to me, whatever this monsters are co-linked to this card, pretty much. If a monster co-linked to this battle, to this card battles your opponent's monster, any battle damage inflicts to your opponent is doubled, as long as you have 1. So there's your particularly 1 right there. 1's connected to this already. 1 connected arrow. Yeah, 2. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster on the field and banish it. So that makes it even more broken again. But yeah, you have 1 right here. You maybe just want to tag out. Fine then, Equesting, pop a magic or trap, since that's what Bestiary does when it's special summon. So now you have 1, 2, and you can use the second effect. Now, 3. Once per turn, when a card or an effect is activated, you can negate the activation if you do banish that card. So these cards are pretty good, of what I mean. It's pretty much easy to link. And if you have a combo like this, which I have done right here, just pretty much simple. You have a Aquaria and a Bestiary. Let's just say you summon this. Fine then. You want to tag these out? You have right here his eyes. Pop 2 cards on the field, since that's what it does. You have your Bomber Dragon, you have your Time Gate Wizard. Since there was 2, once per turn, you can attack, target 1 card on the field, and banish it. So that's a +3. You're popping 2 cards and you're banishing 1 card. At the end of your turn, you want to tag out. Maybe you want to go back to the quarry. Then you get it right here. Darius. You have a Gladiator in the graveyard. Let's just say Equesting. There you go, right here. Fine. You have 3. Maybe you just want to stop there, and maybe you just have a Magic and Trap. Let's just say Mirror Force, face down, whatever. Okay, well, here's another thing you can do. 1, 2, 3. Put these back to the deck. Your Heraclenos. 2 big monsters right there. And you still have 2 monsters that are linked to this Time Gate Wizard. Again, negate magic or traps as long as you have a Gladiator Beast. Throw it to the graveyard. Stop your opponent. This is why I think Gladiator Beast can work with link monsters. It can work in this format. Now me, I'm just creative, so I think really this can work. Of course, like my other decks, most likely they're not going to be powerful decks. I just like being creative. But maybe you want to try it in a duel. See how it goes. But this is the way I think Gladiator Beast can work with this. Now these are just these 3 link monsters I got. I'm sure I'll be getting more. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be making more decks as soon as I make some more. As I just said, my mistake. But I should be showing some more. And there's the deck. Try it if you want. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.